average American. Niggas see me and they swear that they see and they do it. Like my name is Mason Amanda. This not a ritual, but I go digging my dinner just so we can pull up and bury them. Thinking and tripping, I'm willing no fish scale. Got my waters and Holly.
Quick update. Filming was cut short on both days, both Monday and Tuesday, simply for the fact that my mom did get sick and she had to get admitted to the hospital. So I talk about it briefly in the video, but this is actually going to be like the introduction. So I'm going to just keep it short. Going to talk about the gaps in between, right? So Monday, have squats, hit a heavy double, hit a heavy set of 8, did content for Transparent Labs. Didn't really post much of that on this video. Had to leave early because I had to go pick up my niece and nephew and nieces. And then Tuesday, I had to get up early to go get a haircut. And then I had to go home to help out my brother-in-law with just stuff. And then I had to go take my family to the hospital to go see my mom. I went back to the gym. So that's why there's going to be a little intermission. I'll make sure to just disclose the time gap. So trained, had just enough time to do all of my competition bench before I had to go back to the hospital to go see my mom. And then, so I went to the hospital 3 times Tuesday, just because my brother-in-law's truck was filled, because they're moving, so they hadn't had a chance to unload so they could utilize the entire cabin of the truck. And then I think that's kind of it. And then just a quick update, my mom is doing a lot better. We've just been praying and God's been answering our prayers. So that's all I really got to say on that matter. She's doing a little better. So hopefully she'll get released towards the end of the week. And, we can just start finding footholds to developing some kind of solution, right? Because she's been sick for a few years now. So just got to keep praying and keep having faith that God's going to show up in a big way. But, alright, anyhow, please like, share, and subscribe, guys. I'm sorry for being inconsistent with posting and just kind of being a shell of myself. It's very difficult for me to, function normally, because when things like this happen, it's almost like I go on autopilot and I disassociate, and it's, not good on my behalf. So I apologize that to everybody, my friends, my athletes, people that I have an obligation to be myself to. So that's something that I got to work on, and I'm going to continue working on moving forward. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright guys, so we're back here at Elysian. Dang, I sound like a teleprompter. But anyhow, Carlos is here. This is his last hit. Well, not last heavy, but his last squat session, because he's got to hit his openers. And then Pablo just pulled up. He's in the restroom. Josh is here too somewhere. But as you guys can see, got the fresh cuts. And as promised, I want to show you guys what we got at the convenience store. But side note, we also had to stop at Sprouts because I am doing this promo for Transparent Labs / Sprouts, because they are having a collaboration. Sprouts is now carrying some select Transparent Lab items, and the ones that we got today is actually one of my favorites. It's the French vanilla whey protein. It's probably, out of all the companies I've worked with, that's probably my favorite vanilla protein. So I'd put that in my top 3 right now. But I do have to put another order in, and I am going to select some new flavors just so I can be very wholesome with you guys and just give you guys genuine recommendations of what I like and I don't like, right? Let's take a peek what we have on the ice chest, huh? Gatorade, Gatorade, H2O, baby. That's how we rock. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and mix my pre, and then let's start getting warmed up, baby.
Come back. I love you.
Bring balance to the force. Not leave it.
The force is with you now.
He told me it. But you'll die.
Nothing can stop that now. On you with
But I got a raw bitch. Know this money bring Evie, you probably won't keep me, but bro, we can't be about no small shit. Overseas got be hit the bitch from the back and with nuts on me, baby hoe. I control the rock if the rap slow. I control the beat, and you niggas not. Got a couple coups, I can draw the top. I done made it, nigga. I need them, might as well get used to me. My biggest fear is ending up where used to be. Yeah, my diamonds be eating the news. I got something to prove. Yeah, I'm young, but got something to lose. In the street,
All right, guys. So just hit top. Tapped out at 400 kilos for 2, so 881. That's just 15 kilos more than last week. That's kind of what honestly, it moved very good. I felt really strong. I went 125 for like I have to go back and check. I hit 125 for my first warm up, and then I went 225 for my second warm up, and then 325 for 2 was my last warm up, and then I jumped straight to 400, which is 75 kilos for my top double. I think for next week I'm gonna try to shoot for 415, 420 for 2, and then, you know, maybe we finish week 4 with like 435, 440 for 2. I think my PR for 2 is 971 for 2, so maybe we'll do 975 just to kind of hit like a little baby PR. I don't think we're going to be hitting 1,000 for 2 this block, just the way squats have been feeling, but I feel like I'm starting to hit my groove really well. Like I told you guys last week, I feel like I hit the minimum amount of weight and I did the right amount of work to where it was going to build momentum and propel me into week 2, right? So what you got to do is you build momentum, you stack bricks every single training session, every single week, and it's going to lead into the following week, right? So there's an order to these things. So I'm very happy with how it moved. I felt very crispy, depth felt phenomenal, like strength out of the whole focus. The only thing is, I did feel my hips kind of shoot back a little bit on the second rep. If you guys slow it down enough, you guys can see where my hips kind of shoot back and my chest falls. But I mean, either way, like, strength was good. Like, the speed on the bar, it wasn't going to, as long as I stayed consistent and constant, it was going to keep moving up. So that's something that you learn as you get more experience, and I just feel like squats are really starting to come alive. I mean, unless I feel really strong next week, then maybe we could do 425 for 2, and if 425 for 2 moves well, then maybe we could do 445 for 2, and I think that would for sure be a PR for 2, which I mean is be perfect, because right now I think my body weight, I weighed in at 402 this morning, but that was with no bowel movement, no pee or nothing, because I had to go rush to go get a haircut. But I did take I lost a substantial amount of weight when I got to the gym, so I'm pretty sure that had I done my regular morning routine, I'm probably weighing right now around 398 in the morning, which is perfect. That's just 2 pounds heavier. That's around where I was gravitating, right? So I think if I can drop down to 396 by Friday, that'll be golden. And if I could be 396, 395 the morning of Monday, that's what I'm trying to do, right? When you recomp, is you kind of have to train intensely so you can hold on to as much muscle mass as possible, while also holding and taking as much protein as possible. So your primary weight loss is going to be consisting of fat, right? So I'm feeling good, looking good. I think for my first set, I'll probably do like 496. And then I'm gonna just work up to, I'm not really trying to push my back downs too hard right now, just because strength on my top end is good, and I'm just trying to really hit some nice volume sets. So I think for first set we'll do 4 reds, and then we'll probably go 606 for my second set. I don't know if I have 3 sets today, but if I have 3 sets today, I'll probably either stay at 606 or move up to like 650 or 660 for 7 or 8. I have to check, but all right, guys. All right, so I just checked. I have a 2x8, so same sets as last week plus 1 rep, same RPE. So 1 top set at 7 and then a back down set at RPE 6, and then we're done with squats. So let's go ahead and knock these out.
No matter all the tears or days, we falling up the woods. I wish that I could cut this with a last. We ain't gon' make it happen, bro. Just waiting. Summer proud is gon' be worth it. Honor, strength in your kid. He gon' return. That's inside your home, inside your family. Things for your family. Don't you stop for your family. But I would give it all if I could have it. If I could have my father, yeah. About the real because all your people fake. And keep a straight face, it's so crazy.
Alright guys, so I lied. I in fact did not do what I said I was gonna do, and I actually did 705 for 8. And I'm not gonna lie, that's the first time in almost I want to say the first time in like 3 months, maybe close to 4, that I've actually done 700 plus for a set of more than 5. I know right after Sheffield I was doing some crazy sets, but that was like right after Sheffield. So this was like back in like the first week of March, second week of March. We're now in July, so like 10 or 12 weeks since I've done a set of 6 or more with 700 plus. I mean, unless you guys want to fact check me, but that's kind of a lot of, you guys gonna have to go through a lot of different videos to fact check me. But anyways, that was my first set. So now I'm gonna probably jump down to 486 for my last set of 8. I'll probably do it beltless and then knock it out, and then we'll go ahead and be done with squats. So let's do it. All right, so my reasoning for incorporating these today is because I had a really long rest period in between my top set and my first set of 705 for 8, and it kind of like where I was tight, it kind of like just made my groin feel a little wonky, not hurt. I'm familiar with this, but all that's really letting me know is that I need to throw these bad boys in at least once a week. I'll probably do them again on Thursday just to make sure that those muscles are working and they're being attended to, right? You don't ever really want to ignore. It's these little muscles that you start to ignore where you kind of start to break apart. So it's really important that you listen to your body and you work it all in, because trust me, you're going to appreciate it long term.
Trying to break you down. Are you strong enough for all that? Yes, you're capable of achieving it, but are you mentally strong enough? Voice, actions to dictate what's going on. And if you really want to avoid all the critics, it's where you find character. Champions aren't found on a podium with their hand up. No. Champions are found how you hold yourself, how you see yourself. What do you do when no one's watching?
Alright guys, today is in fact a new video because yesterday was cut abruptly because unfortunately some family issues, and for a lot of you guys who have been keeping up with me, Pops, and my family, you guys just know that my mom's health is as consistent as we would like it to be. So, she's okay right now. She's not, well, I don't want to talk too much about it, right? It was family related. It was mom related. We had to lickety split, and I had to help out my sister with her kiddos, and I didn't really get to do work yesterday or do any editings or whatever. So we're just starting today fresh. Today we are actually here way earlier than normal. It's like 8. We got here at 8:30, 8:35. Because we're actually going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a live interview with the local Fox channel here in San Antonio, Texas. Josh was very kind enough to, kind of make that connection because he's acquaintances with some of the people in production. So when they noticed his repost of us, and it inquired the interest from the news station. So we're going to be doing a live interview today. Cool, right? This is actually the first time that I've done a live interview with the news channel since I played high school football, right? Shocker. Because in Texas, high school football is king. So if you're lucky enough, well, actually, no, like you don't even got to go to a big school and be good. Even if you're at any school in Texas, really, you might have the opportunity to. So it's not like super uncommon. I'm not really like jittery. I'm not really like nervous or whatnot. It's just, I've done plenty of podcasts. I've done plenty of YouTube recordings. So talking in front of a camera, being able to articulate my thoughts behind a lens, it's nothing new to me. So going to go ahead and knock that out. But due to it being early, I didn't get to eat breakfast or do anything. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck this Gatorade, and then I don't know where my water, my big flask is. So I need to make sure that I fill that up, and I'm just drinking water so I can be hydrated and ready to go for actually bench session. So I think today, if I'm not mistaken, it's my Mega Tempo bench, and I did last week I did 507. So RP 67. So I would like to do at the minimum 518, which is just 5 kilos more. Yeah, 5 kilos more. Yeah, 5 kilos more than last week. I'd be more than happy with that as long as it moves better and it feels crispy, right? That's what we're trying to. Yeah, you want it to move crispy and feel nice, but you also want to progress. You want to get stronger. So we're going to progress today. Do 5 kilos more minimum. If it moves really good, then, maybe we'll do 529. But, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drink this stuff, and then I will see you guys after the interview. Hopefully, Carlos gets some BTS. Okay, so that was kind of like what do you call it? He said a little intro, a teaser. It was like a teaser to the segment. So we technically have like 20 minutes before we start. So right now we're just chilling. So stay tuned.
Yes, one test you that is the world's strongest man. But yes, we're all saying congratulations from daytime, and this is the world's strongest man. This is Tetris again. Thank you for inviting us up here.
It's my pleasure. I appreciate you guys coming out here and just taking a little bit of time out of y'all's busy schedule to have this conversation. For me, that was a lot of motivation to just come in and show, even though I'm not at 100%, I'm still the world's strongest man. I'm still the world's strongest powerlifter at the world stage.
Right.
These plates are not 25 pounds, 20. I'm going to kind of get under the bar and just lead you guys through my steps.
So hopefully I don't get to the studio too sore because I'm still recovering from that hammer right.